What we have here is a goat that's not happy about being on a leash. He's getting used to it. You okay, Billy? I've got a collar, and it's a loose-fitting collar. It's just slipped down on his neck. Might have to get a bigger collar, but got that chain, and the chain is connected to a spring. Just so you, for that reason right there, so he doesn't hurt himself when he decides to run away. He's got a shock absorber there. So he's not used to the collar, and he's trying to run, and rather than doing damage to his neck, it just stretches a little bit and pulls him back. I might have to come out here after church and get him untangled, but at least he's eating, and just take him time to get used to it. Up to this point, I guess for a year, he's just been able to run around free as he pleases. He's got a headdress there. And it's the same for Gertrude over here. And this was extremely dangerous. I was praying. Putting this collar on this goat with these horns. He's got stilettos growing out of his head. I basically grabbed one horn as I was pretending to pet him, you know, and straddled his back and grabbed both horns. And it was a goat rodeo for a minute. And, you know, fortunately I had a little bit of a friendship built up with him to where I could just hold him there a minute and talk to him, and he relaxed a little and calmed down, and I was able to. It's hard to put a collar on a goat with one arm while the other arm's holding the horn. It took me a minute. But he's fine now. Gertrude, I just wrestled her down, and they don't know what to think about. Same thing with her. She's got a chain with a spring on it. Actually, I think I got hers reversed. My spring needs to be closer to the tree. I got hers switched around, so, or maybe not, I don't know. It looks like I did, yeah. I got a collar and a chain for Peaches there also, but I didn't buy enough bolts. I miscalculated on how I was going to do it and didn't, so I got to get a couple more bolts. But so she's running loose and staying close to Mom. But keeping goats in a pen is no way to keep goats. And just bring them a bucket of feed. That ain't... Uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear Diesel barking. He found a coon or something back there. Up until recently, I've been able to just let the goats out. And their fear of Diesel would keep them near the pen, and I could be inside working on bookshelves or whatever I want to do, and they would stay close by. Well, now they lost their fear of Diesel. Now they're all one big happy family, and he still nips at them, but they're not worried about him anymore, and so now they roam. As long as I'm standing here watching them, they just stand here and eat like good goats. But the minute my back is turned, it's like they know it, and they make a break for the property line. I have chased these goats from one end of this neighborhood. Well, it's a rural neighborhood. It ain't really a neighborhood, but my neighbor did come up and knock on my door and say, "Your goats is eating my Japanese maple," I think it was. But anyway, now they just want to go anywhere and everywhere, and I've chased them. I'm talking full out sprint, chasing these goats, trying to chase them back to the property line. And they know where the property's at. They go the opposite direction every time, so it has come to this. It should have been this a long time ago. I need to be able to just put them out and let them clear out sections like this, and they're happy to do so. I use chains because cables are too easy to get tangled up, and they knot themselves up, and it's just a mess. You just waste your money. No, you can't go there. You got plenty to eat right here. They just want to eat and roam. They can have a whole lot of what they want in this one area, and because they're not walking, they don't want it. She's determined to go through there. I'll give them a bucket of water and leave them out here and bring them to the pen when it looks like it's going to rain. What? What you doing, Billy? What you doing, Billy? Can I pet you yet? Or are you still scared of me? Come here. You got plenty to eat here. Don't get picky. I wonder if I can get him on hung off this weed without him getting all nervous. It's all right. It's all right, Billy. Come here. There you go. Diesel, get back. There you go. It's okay. I need to get away from him, let him relax. He's never had a leash on him, and I've been told that's the quickest way to tame goats down. And I had to separate him because he has just turned into a horn dog. I mean, and it's only a matter of time before he tries to start going after Peaches. I just got to keep them separated. As long as they can hear each other by then they're fine. Trying to get Gertrude to sound off. You seen Billy shake his coat. That's his way of saying I'm okay. He's relaxing. I'll come out and move them every so often and move their water. I'm trying to figure out how to build an overhead shelter without them being able to climb on it. Half an A-frame or something. I haven't had much time lately to... The last few days I let them out, I've been chasing them around the neighborhood. That's why for the last few days they've been in their pen and I've been bringing them buckets of feed. So they did lose a little weight, but they'll gain it back quickly. You see how Billy's just happy to stand there and eat. Gertrude is the ringleader. I mean, she's got to move. Look, she just keeps wanting to go and go and go. Go, go, go. What you doing back here, Gertrude? There's Peaches just beyond her. Come back here. I'm not doing anything. See, the spring served its purpose. No neck injury. But I did get it on the wrong end of the chain. It needs to be that way. Well, I got to get away from them. There's Peaches over there. Last time I filmed, she just had little nubbins on her head. She's got horns now. Go lay down. I'll have to keep him on his cable more because he'll get over here and wants to nip at the goats and they can't run away now. What you think about that, Gertrude? I'm now free of my hotel job. They found somebody and they let me go early. Found somebody that wants the hours. They're ready to drive and they want the hours, which is fine with me. I'm thinking very seriously about just trying to survive with no second job and just pinch pennies. Because I've got trenches in the ground where I buried water and electric line. It's still, 2 or 3 months ago that I haven't even been able to cover up. So, a lot of neglect around here that I need to catch up on if I can survive it. Gertrude! 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 I'll have to wait. Looks like her milk bag's going down a little bit. I'll have to wait. And she don't really let Peaches at it so much, so I'll have to wait till she has another kid, and by that time I'll have a milking bench built. I don't know, maybe it's not going down. It looks kind of healthy. I don't understand why she has to move in a forward direction when she's eating. All this around her and she wants to go that direction. This is all they had to ever do, was just stand right here and eat. But they want to head off of the property. Why do you want to do that, Gertrude? Like this, I shouldn't have to buy feed very often. What? That's enough filming for now.